Hello Randonauts and welcome to Longmont, Colorado. I really hope that just sold you on Longmont and you're excited to be here with me. I actually don't know why I haven't thought about doing a Randonautica in Longmont before, because it's really close to Boulder. It's like 25 minutes away, and yet I have actually never done a Randonautica here. So today we are doing it and it's time just to get excited. And you can barely see her little ears back there, but that is Karen. She has become a car ornament, if you will. She's gonna just permanently live, I guess, in the back seat there where she's comfortable. So if you saw my last Randonautica video and you met Karen, great. If you haven't, I suggest you go do that. But before you do, I want you to look at the date that it was published, because the day that it was published will give you very important information. And though it's been very entertaining to get a slew of interesting comments from people who either watch too much Jazzco or take everything at face value and they have no idea how to be discerning, I just want you guys to realize that it is indeed not a real Randonautica, but it is the most entertaining Randonautica, even though it is not real. So I highly suggest that you go watch that video after you obviously watch this one. But anyway, here we are. I have the Randonautica app pulled up. It's really interesting to see just how large Longmont is. So I don't know what's going to happen today. It's kind of fun doing this in an area that you're not super familiar with, because the adventure just becomes that much more adventure-y. And today I'm on a hunt for money. I don't think I've ever done, I don't think I've done a full-on Randonautica video about searching for money and treasure or whatever. And today, for whatever reason, it feels like it's time to do it. So let's just jump in and do it. I'm going to put in my attractor, and my first intention today is money. I'm going to keep it general. I found that it does tend to work a little bit better if you have sort of an open-ended intention. I feel like it gives it more options, but I don't know. So here we go. An attractor looking for money. 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 Ooh. This is interesting. It looks like it's leading me to some sort of big building. So, yeah. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it could be a business or something. So let's just start driving and see what is over there. I pulled off into this totally random Longmont neighborhood, and according to the map, this point is not very far away. So I want to make sure I'm paying attention and really documenting this whole thing, because you never know what along the way we might find that has to do with money, or you just never know in what form the intention might reveal itself. Turn right. Okay, this looks like a busy road. As I'm getting closer to the point, which I'm like basically right at, whoa, my camera has started acting really, really weird in that I can't tell if it's actually recording or not. The screen, whoa, there's like a dumpster full of stuff right there. The screen keeps going dark. This is weird. This is like an abandoned office building, actually, because they're like, clearly this is a place where people do business, but there's also absolutely no cars in the parking lot except for this kind of nice looking van thing. And God, I hope you guys can see the screen, because my camera is totally freaking out and it keeps flashing and doing weird stuff, and I've never had it do that before. So I hope this footage works, but I'm just gonna turn around and park over here. I'm really curious to sort of look through this very oddly full dumpster. I mean, I'm not gonna like fully look through it, because I am not a dumpster diver, but the fact that my intention is money and it leads me to this like totally abandoned looking business place, I am intrigued. I am intrigued. So just to give you a little look at what I'm dealing with, it looks like the actual, like the center of the point is right by the entrance that I just showed you as I was driving in, and I'm parked kind of near it. And we need to look like all around here and see if we can find anything that might be money or have to do with money. So I just got out of my car. This is kind of interesting. This tipped over basketball thing before we go to the front door where the actual point is. And I'm sorry if the wind is disturbing. I'm on a different camera that I haven't got my external mic for yet, so I've got to deal with the built-in mic. I'm just looking in these bushes. I feel like that could be just a Mott's wrapper. This could be like a place where maybe there would be loose money, because I guess that's kind of what I was imagining when I had this intention. Oh, what is this? Okay, that's not money. That's just a white thing. Okay. But I was imagining that maybe I would be led to a place where there's like loose money around. But let's look up near this front door, because this is where the actual like point of the points was. It definitely feels weird over here. It also looks, if you look at the ground, it's like very worn. I don't know what this building is. It just has the address number on it, but it doesn't have a business name. But it looks as if this whole area is used quite a bit, you know? Like the way the grass is so worn and there's a lot of trash. It looks like there's like a lot of people that maybe usually come and go through here. And there's like tons of coolers, because the point, how interesting, the point was like on those coolers basically. So I'm a little bit freaked out now, but let's go check it out, and I'm not gonna get murdered. There's like all of this seating and stuff over here. What does this say? There's a sign in there, if we can see it. It says something in Spanish that I can't read. That's interesting. Okay, this is like where the point was. And it looks like they're storing a lot of stuff outside that, I mean, they must not care that much about it if it's all just sort of, it looks like this is kind of like rainwater damage. I'm gonna open this up. I swear to God, if there's a dead body in there, I'm gonna lose it. But hopefully there isn't. Okay, I thought I heard something weird. Okay, it's empty. It's empty. Okay. Cool. Okay, there's tarps. Tarps are making noises. Freaking me out. Okay, Randonautica, this is just creepy, and I don't know how this involves my money intention. Maybe this is like a headquarters for some sort of weird place that makes lots of money in creative ways. I don't know, but I'm gonna come back over here because that was really creepy and I couldn't really go much farther. I don't want to be trespassing too much. There's also something in the grass over here. What is this? Looks like a piece of clothing. Okay, yeah, this looks like a hat or something. Yeah, it's a hat. And then under the table, oh yeah, there's Cheetos. So this is obviously like a very loved, like this is a used place. Like I don't know if it's like a clubhouse or some sort of headquarters for some sort of business. But I'm just gonna walk over here because it looks like there's just, from the amount of trash in the dumpster and just all of the coolers and stuff, like there's obviously like stuff that happens at this place. But I do not see any money. I don't feel like this doesn't feel like a super legit like wealthy business or anything. So that's kind of confusing. It feels more like some sort of like Hispanic community clubhouse or something, and maybe they're rich at heart. Maybe that's the message of what I'm trying to get here. I don't know. Okay, I'm looking on the ground. I don't really see anything, but here's the trash bin that I thought was really interesting at first, but now it's like making more sense to me now that I walk around this whole area, and it's just like a lot of recycling, and I don't really want to go through all that because That seems kind of disgusting. Okay, a car just turned on over there. But I am a little bit freaked out now, so I'm gonna get back into my car. But I am a little bit upset that no actual money has been found yet. I keep looking over here, not even a dime. So that was kind of weird, and I just feel creeped out, honestly, that I was led to this, what looks like a business on the outside, and maybe it is, but that there's nobody here. It kind of seems more like a clubhouse or some sort of like recreation thing. There's absolutely no cars here. There's nobody here. Everything's in Spanish, so I couldn't understand the sign in there. But yeah, there's no money. And there was a lot of stuff outside, but it was like kind of creepy because I didn't know what it was. It feels like, I don't know, but it feels like obviously I was led very specifically here for a reason. So where is the money? Randonautica, where is the money? But maybe, for all I know, there could be like a ton of money inside. Like, what if they have like safes inside full of money and I just don't know because I don't, and the point was at the door because you have to like go in the door to get it. I don't know. There could be a lot of different things happening here, but it's just, to me, I'm confused and a little creeped out just because being here alone is just a little bit creepy. Karen, what do you think about that? Karen is not helpful. But I'm intrigued enough to do another point. So let's put in, we're gonna start over. Let's put in another attractor, and this time my attractor is going to be treasure. Huh? Yes. So just showing you accountability that I've reset it, and here we go. Treasure, 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 treasure. Ooh, I'm kind of liking these points. This one is in the grass or something, like on the side of what looks like a track. So I hope I can get to it because I hope it's not like a high school. It probably is a high school, but it's school. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. So school is out. So I should be able to access this. This is exciting. Let's go. Okay, I'm sorry. I just parked near this track where the point is, and I'm sorry I couldn't show you any of the road on my way over here. And I'm trying to keep the camera low because there's still kind of like families and stuff walking around. But I happened to be following a police officer like the entire way from that point to this point. I just happened to be right behind him for the entire thing. So I thought there's no way I can just pull out my camera and do my little dashboard filming like I always do when I'm like trailing this cop. He's gonna totally like, I don't know, reverse pull me over for filming him. I don't know. So I couldn't film any of my journey over here, but that's okay. It wasn't interesting. But I will say that I forgot that Longmont is like legit kind of nice. Like the way it's leading me around are ways that I've never driven around Longmont before. It's like all these kind of neighborhood back roads, and I'm just like, wow, the neighborhoods are nice, the schools are nice. It's like helping me to see, because my Boulder like stuck upness is like Longmont sucks, and I'm seeing like Longmont's actually pretty awesome. And this track and this school, there's like, it's like a middle school. I'm gonna show you in 1 second, so just hold the frick on. But there's a middle school in front of me and there's another school next to it. And I think they're all sharing this like community park with the track. So let's get out. I said that weird. Let's get out and let's look at the track and see if we can find treasure. And then just to look at this before we get out. So obviously I'm here because I'm parked in the parking lot. We're gonna walk straight ahead. Track is over here. The point is technically over here on this side of the track. Sorry, it's blurry, but near this kind of cool like bike path thing. So I am super freaking curious what we could possibly experience or discover in this situation. The weather is so amazingly beautiful today. So we're coming up on the track. It goes around this sort of football field looking thing. There's a few kids out there playing. Oh, let's go this way because there's like a weird pond. We're not going to deal with that. What is this? It's always good. That is nothing. That is trash. But since we're looking specifically for treasure, it is always good.
You've arrived.
Okay, thank you. Jeez, I didn't know my directions were still going. But it's good to keep an eye on the ground. Keep an eye on the surroundings. It's a lot of grass. But my first impression, and I hope to the Lord that you can hear me, because there is a slight breeze, and with this kind of microphone, a light breeze is the worst. But my first impression is that this place itself is kind of a treasure, you know? Like, it's just really cool to have. So over there, I passed it, those you can kind of see it's in the distance, those gray buildings are a school. It's the elementary school. This red brick one is the middle school. Look how cool the clouds are. And then the mountains in the distance, and then this is like a little softball or baseball field. And then bring it back over to where we're headed. There is this mix of community by having you can't really see it yet, but there's this bike path next to a creek thing over there. And then it goes just right next to this track around a little football field. So it's just kind of a treasure to have a place like this. That's my first thought. But I'm also hoping there could be something more. And what I'm also finding really interesting, the closer in that I get, is that the point, if you remember, is basically on these bleachers up here. Do you guys see these bleachers? I feel like that's pretty much exactly where the point was. And I'm hoping that there's $1 million under the bleachers. What do you think? Poll, what are the odds that I'm going to find that? I'm going to hope high odds. Going to just be ignorantly blissful in assuming that that's a good odd for me. What is this, though? Look at this weird thing. Let's check this out first. This must be some sort of game, but I am not familiar with it. Oh, I see their stickers. This is Stackhouse. This looks creepy. This looks like where they do like public executions or something. I mean, obviously not. Obviously this is some sort of game. I don't know what it is. I hope someone in the comments can say there's a feather. I've been really fascinated with random feathers, so whenever I see one, I might point it out. But let's get out of this weird, scary game. Look at the kids playing ball. That's fun. And let's head on over to these bleachers. I'm still trying to look in the grass. You can see over here, that is the path that I believe is a very public path. And yeah, now that we're like upon the bleachers, do we see anything? It looks really clean over here. So I'm not seeing anything really in the grass that could be $1 million. But you never know. I still have high hopes for these bleachers. Let's look. Okay. Anything going on? I see. They keep this place very clean. I really don't see. Actually, what is this? Okay, a very old crushed can. I saw the silver kind of glinting in the sun, and I thought it was like jewelry or something, but no. Okay, not treasure, but mistaken treasure, that's for sure. Okay, let's come around, because on bleachers, this is where stuff falls out of people's pockets. So we're down on the ground. I'm sure the kids playing ball are like, what is that lady doing? There's more. I can see there's more kind of silver trash over there. Maybe that's the answer here, that there's like mistaken treasure. It looks like treasure, it looks like silver or something, but it is not. How funny this kid is like, what is this? What is this? Something. Oh my goodness. A pen. Okay, is this treasure? I mean, it was buried. This is close to, you know, buried treasure. I don't know what else to make of it. I could spend a lot of time over here digging under the bleachers because, as I said, you know that lots of stuff falls out of people's pockets when they're on bleachers. Here's a random piece of homework that someone forgot to take with them. Then there's this. It looks like it was recently dug up for some sort of underground wiring or something. Okay, I don't see anything else except just kind of the trash stuff. I'm going to take this pen with me, though, that looks like it has been buried under there. I kind of thought I saw something, but oh, yeah. What is this? Ooh, that's sharp. That's some jewelry. It is fake children's jewelry. I do look crazy. I'm out here at a kid's track holding a camera, like digging under the bleachers by myself, like talking to myself. So I see something weird over there. Okay, we gotta go over here. But I'm still gonna talk to you because as I was doing that, oh, this is weird. A dude was like full on, like approaching me, like a very, very old man, as if he was like gonna talk to me, like as if he was gonna ask, what am I doing? Not in like a accusatory way, but in a very, like he was clearly curious what I was doing. What the hell was that? That was kind of loud. So that is interesting. This is going in my pocket. What is that? And I'm going to show you this. Okay, this is weird. There's like a tree here with just a lot of creepy black tape. Looks like someone was attempting to build some sort of fort or something. So it just really caught my eye. I don't know, because this is very close to the point as well. It's just a little bit, down the way from it. And so I was like, could this be somehow a part of something? I don't know. There's more tape over here. Oh my gosh, there's like tons of birds in there. Goodness gracious. That's scary. Oh God, okay, it's just birds, it's okay. But here's the tape. Okay, what's over here? There's also a really interesting like pipe or log kind of in the water. I think it's a pipe kind of in that like gully marsh thing. All right. I think today was not meant to be a creepy one. It's so funny how that can happen, where on the days that I have a creepy intention, nothing really that exciting happens. And then the day that I have like a fun money intention, I see some weird stuff. What's up with that? I don't know. But let's go back to the car because you probably can't hear me anyway with this wind. So, yay! Why is it always my luck? The wind picks up like crazy once I start to do a Randonautica video. I don't understand. So here is the loot from our treasure. A very old, dirty looking pen. And then this beautiful fake children's necklace made of like plastic beads, which I realized as I was walking back to the car, I was like, this, of all the things I looked at under that bench, this was probably the closest to the actual point. So, and this kind of makes the most sense in terms of like looking for treasure. I didn't specify, what kind of treasure. I just said I'm looking for treasure, and to be led to a bleacher that is next to a track where, like I said, things fall out of people's pockets all the time, and there's this necklace that kind of resembles treasure, it's like, that makes sense that I would be led there. So that is interesting, and I'm not mad about it, but I am a little bit mad that I was not led to any money, because what the frick? Maybe next time I need to be more specific, that it needs to be money that I can have. That's it. All right, it's like 70 degrees in Colorado right now, which is hot. It's like hotter in the car, so we're gonna wrap this up. If you enjoyed this video, then you should probably subscribe, because you just wasted your time if you watched me this long and you hate me. But, you know, it's your life, so do what you want. I also have a Ko-Fi account that you can support me on, which I will leave the link to in the description below. I so appreciate it when people buy me a coffee on my Ko-Fi account. It really helps me, and just, you have no idea how much it helps. So thank you to those of you who have given. You're awesome. So I think that's all I have to tell you. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye. All right, say goodbye, Karen. Tell them to go watch the video where you make your star debut on YouTube.